Hello. Today let's see the job about ERP in Singapore. Let's key in the ERP keyword in the field and search all of the job available in Singapore. You can find there maybe 40 pages and one page including maybe 10 to 20 operations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6, 7, 22, 3, 4, 5. So maybe there is 25 plus 40 pages. So there may be 1,000 operations in Singapore. So let's see the first job title named Senior Information Technology Audit Manager. The keyword is not include the ERP. So let's change another IT project manager. Okay, maybe this is let's find it ERP in this page. No ERP keywords. Okay, let's see this job. IT application project manager ERP. Okay, let's see the detail about this operation. This job title is IT application project manager and released by Silvana Jurong Group, Singapore on-site. And let's see the detailed information about the job description. The responsibility is be the point of contact or IT matter or new ERP implementation project. Plan, lead, and execute. Let's review.
Execute.
Plan, lead, and execute project activities to ensure delivery of projects are on time, within budget, with scope and quality meeting shareholders' expectation. Manage project change, risk, and issues throughout the life cycle of the project. Communicate all key project plan, change, risks, and issues to all relevant shareholder times and accurately. Collaborate with all managers, all project shareholders, such as sponsors, business users, other IT teams, and external vendors for project activity. So I think the responsibility is very simple, just a roughly description for the IT project manager. Maybe this may be a PMO. This is named project manager officer for the collaboration and the communication in the IT teams and the requirement teams. Okay, let's see the requirements. Degree in computer science, information technology, engineering, or an IT-related discipline. At least 8 years of IT experience in IT project management and application maintenance, and currently in a project manager or leader role. At least 5 years in IT experience in operation and supporting SAP ERP experience in S4 HANA is advantageous. Performed at least one successful large-scale implementation of SAP ERP project in a project manager or leader role. Experience in S4 HANA is advantageous. Knowledge across SAP functional areas such as FICO, SD, MM, PS, and technical such as BAMP and BASIS. BAMP is project language, especially for SAP, and the HANA is the database, but recently some product named HANA for the SAP system. FICO is I forget the different module name. So let's view in the Google. Model. Yes, this is SAP model. Financial accounting is FI, financial supply chain management, FSCM. Controlling is CO, materials management is MM. Sales and distribution is ASD, logistics and execution is LE, product plan is PP, quality management is QM, plant maintenance is PM, project system is PS, human resource is HR. So let's FICO. FI and CO. You can find very easy about this map. This is financial and controlling FICO. SAP FICO is a combination of two ERP modules. For example, IE, financial accounting and controlling. Under financial in SAP and at the enterprise level, the following model take part: FI, financial controlling, investment management, treasury, enterprise controlling. So let's see. So let's have roughly look about the features and the modules about the SAP ERP systems. We must have clearly knowledge about the different industry, about the modern enterprise. For the a very basic foundation systems, they must have the financial system for the public company. So they must have the accounting, and so they must controlling for the company. For example, if you just investment companies, and maybe financial, maybe leasing and renting companies, so you have know the purchasing, know the inventory, know the sales report, all of this. But you at least you must have the financial systems. So you must have the module named FI. The FI is the financial controlling. So you must have the chart account about your companies. So it is the core system for your company. So maybe you cannot. So maybe you no need for the SAP system. You just need a financial system to realize your accounting and the general legal and the common legal and the transaction recording and the history trace and all of this recording and all of this information saved in your financial systems. And the controlling focused on the budget and all of this and the investment and the capital, all of these functions focused on the financial systems. But most time we see ERP is enterprise resource plan systems. For the enterprise resource plans, they are born from the MRP. MRP is used at the productive industry. For example, the manufacturer that produce the iPhone, they produce the monitor, the laptop, and the mouse, food and beverage. All of these products we are used in our daily life. So you need the basic system to record the purchasing, the inventory, and the sales, and you must have the ability to record the turnover, and all of this information. So for this very important systems, you must have the master data. The master data is named as, for example, the vendor list, the customer list, and the items. For example, you purchase the component, you purchase the how to say the raw material. Yes, all of this information you must record it in a very big sheet. Before we use the MRP or ERP system, we use Excel, maybe use TXT to record all of this information. So along with the Excel or the TXT files increasing and very big, so there is so many relation and cross relation between all of these sheet, all of these text files. So maybe we can find there is, for example, the supply namers. For example, in the automotive industries, they have the Tier 1 and the Tier 2 vendor. You must have the vendor's name, their credit, and their how to say 账期。The aging, billing period, aging, and their account payable, account receivable, and all of this information. You must record the contact phone number, the office number, the contact name, and the vendor's location, their commercial condition, for example, the TC, all of this payment method, all of this information must be recorded. So the Excel or the TXT should be very, very big. So you must have the ability to record all of this information. So the basic information is named as master data. So the master data can be classified to several divisions. Most important for them is used in SAP system material management. For example, you must purchase the raw materials, so you must have the detailed information for the raw material. And the raw material, they must have the vendor, they must have the criteria for the, for example, for the food and beverage, they must align with the ISO standard, and the local government restrict all of this information. For example, the aging, especially for the fruit and all of these food industries, it is very important. So the material, the raw material, the information is very complex. So you need the module for the very basic information for the ERP system. Just depending on the very good design of the models, you can have some modules such as the production plan. It is some complex, and so you can have the SD. It is sales and distribution. But the sales and distribution, you must have the master data. This is for the customer information, the distribution channel, and all of this logistic, all of this information depending on the master data. So the is the basic modules in the ERP systems. So in the SAP systems, the very important model is the and the FI. This is the foundation for the SAP systems. Okay, SD is named sales and distribution. It's used for most companies. For example, retail, the gas, the trading, all of this. It is very useful. But most times, because the users always public companies, they want to align with the criteria for the industry, so they use the SAP system to align with the latest technology, the latest criteria, and the best experience from SAP consulting. But I think maybe it is not in the, but not my opinion. It is necessary and the requirements from the customers. They must think about what about their cost and what about the project duration and the period and how big about the company, how big about the project. So they must think about the total cost of the companies. Most times, most scenario they have the just in China we have used a very simple systems named purchasing, inventory, and sales. It is very easy, and maybe just 100 or 1,000 RMB in China, you can purchase the ERP systems very simply, just including the sales and the distribution systems, and including a very simplified raw material management function and features. So you can have all of these functions for very simple companies such as the retail systems, including POS and the Jinjiaocun. This is purchasing, inventory, and sales and distribution. Very easy and simple. But most complex scenario is coming from the financial requirements. For example, we always ask for the first in, first out, first in, last out. All of this regulation you must according to all of these systems regulation, but all of this requirement is come from the company financial control. They must control the capital, they must control the cost and all of this. For example, for the chemical and the gas, and this is named as Lisan. Is discrete. It is a discrete industries. They must have the different cost calculation method. So you must have the different systems to support all of these requirements coming from the financial systems. That is, every invoice, every record must synchronize to the financial model, and you have the vouchers. You must have the invoice. All of this. How to say the 凭证 maybe voucher. Credential. You must have the credential and must use the all of this information input into the system, and the systems required by the financial systems, so the financial models can accept and transfer all of this information from the business system into the financial model. So they have concentrated into the general legal and the daily routine 日记账 how to say 日记账 diary. Yes, diary. You must so you have the diary systems, and so you can get the financial report and align with the list company's requirement. Okay, let's see. All of this information such as financial and control and SD, sales and distribution, and raw material management, and PS. What is the PS? So let's find the project systems. It is not very useful for most users, but I think the company they use the FICO, SDMM. So maybe this is a traditional companies. They must be the commercial 商业流转系统 commercial turnover business. And okay, let's see the JD and technical areas such as bump and basis. For the basis for SAP, you can find it some information in the basis SAP. SAP basis is the technical foundation that enables SAP application to function. It consists of middlewares, support programs, and tools that support the interoperational and probability or SAP application across the system and database. Simplify, we can find this is maybe a bump and best biases. So this company, they must have the basic program ability for the SAP systems. Maybe they need you to align for their requirement to for some update or revise of the SAP system, or maybe by yourself you can do everything. Just maybe. Okay, let's see the next line. Strong knowledge on IT, SDLC process and project management practice. SDLC is software development life cycle. So maybe there is some development working in the daily routine, and maybe it's project development working along with the vendor, maybe by yourself. Next line, excellent leadership and shareholder management skill, strong problem solving skills and ability to work under pressure, self-discipline and diligent in driving deliverables in driving deliverables within defined timeline. So every project they must go live on time. There is maybe no delay, and you must think about the very important timeline about the system, about the timeline about the project. Next line, strong communication and presentation writing skills with proficiency in English. Logical and methodology with good plan and organization skills, able to work independently as well as a good team player, as Savannah Jurong. Savannah Jurong, we put talent, hard work, team leader, teamwork, and a fun workplace together to approach problems and solve the creative and collaboratively. Join us in making a positive impact on the world. So maybe this is owner or the agent, Sababa Jurong building city, shopping lives. Is so many employers, and let's see the people. Most of them come in Singapore and Australia, and most graduate from the NUS and NTUS, the 6th university in Singapore, most of them. Okay, maybe this is not know about this company, the industry. Savannah Rural, our member companies are global multidisciplinary consulting group with more than 120 offices in over 40 countries. We are architecture, designer, planner, engineering, and other specialists, driven by progressive thinking to create a better built environment. We are okay. I see. Yes, we are united. We are united in our mission of building city, shaping lives by designing and delivering quality housing, workspace roads, real hydropower dams, underground and coastal 就是海岸吗？ Yes. Coastal protections and other critical infrastructure. We are creating smart and sustainable space where communities and business, present and future, can thrive. With over 16 years experience, the company is along with Singapore experience delivering project worldwide. We see every project as an opportunity for us to fulfill aspirations and enrich lives. Join us and join a culture of innovation, passion for problem solving, and communication and commitment to shape a better future. Okay, maybe a good company. Okay, this is this job recording.